Hello and welcome to Bokeh Mocha. This is our very first time that we're actually going to be out and about. So we've got multiple cameras here in Frontier Park here in Hays, Kansas. Today I'm Christopher as one of your hosts. We have Griff, who is behind our camera over here. He might be able to say hi there. And then we also have a returning guest, Brooke. Jen is not going to be with us today due to a family emergency, but we did get Elise out here for us. So, Griff, if you want to follow me, we're going to come down and visit Brooke down here. This is Frontier Park. Frontier Park is on the southern end of Hays, Kansas, to the point where we have this beautiful big creek that flows through here. So this is a great place for a backdrop to be able to use for senior pictures, family portraits, things of that nature. So a lot of photographers come down here and will be using this as a backdrop, which is why we're here with Brooke. Hi, Brooke. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm pretty good. Can't complain too much.
Good. So welcome back to the Bokeh Mocha podcast. We had so much fun in the studio last time. We brought you back over here to model again.
I thought it was really fun, so I'm ready to do it again.
Oh, yeah. So for some of the outdoor stuff, what do you look for when you're trying to get your pictures outside? What do you like?
I personally like nature. Like the more greens, the more colors, like during fall time when the leaves are kind of just turning the reddish orange. I love going for that. Finding trees that are in kind of a unique shape, because every tree is different.
Yep.
And I love to capture the differences between that personally.
Absolutely. Well, as you can see from all the trees that we have around us, we're going to use these trees for some of ours. Oh, look, we have a duck friend out in the water today.
Oh.
I did see earlier some baby ducks, so we need to keep an eye out for them and see if we might well see the baby ducks as well. This is the wonderful thing about coming here in spring. We get a lot of the nature too. But we'll use some of the water for our backdrop, trees. We're going to have so much different stuff today. One of the things that we're going to be working with for your portrait shots, we're going to do some headshots, and we're also going to do full body portraits.
Okay.
So with that, we get to also have some more foreground to work with. We might get you to run across the creek at one point as well. Don't run across the water. We don't want you to slip across that.
I guess.
But there is a large bridge that we can also use over here. I've actually done some senior portraits with the bridge, and today's weather is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a beautiful overcast sky, so that means we're going to have no harsh lighting. We're going to be able to show what it is for more of the lighting style we have right here. For a photographer, this is the dream. This is what we want.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's very odd because most people think, oh, you need a lot of light.
Yeah.
If you have a single point of light, like the sun, you get very harsh shadows that can go across things. But if you look across the ground, we have no shadows at all.
Yeah.
Because the clouds create a diffuser, which we spend so much money on to make a diffuser. That's our natural diffuser.
I like that.
So we still have a very bright amount of light that we can be able to use for your shoots today, but at the same time, we're able to actually get a better lighting for our style.
Yay, excited.
And then, just like last time, we'll be taking the pictures through the camera where the audience will be able to see the pictures. Sadly, you're not going to be able to see the pictures.
I guess I'll see you at another point.
Yes. I believe last time, Griff did the shoots for you last time, so I'm going to get to do the shoot this time so you get to see the difference between our photography styles.
I'm excited.
Are there any questions you have for us?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Might come up.
Okay. Well, to anybody who's watching on the stream, what we're doing is, like I said, this is a remote system. If you guys can, please hit the subscribe button to be able to show us that you're following our channel. And every time that you hit the subscribe button, we get to see that we're loved out here. In addition to that, we're offering different things. Like today, we put out a live video that came out this morning. For anybody who was here, they had a code word that they had to be able to tell us, and they got an actual reward for coming to find us. And we're going to be showing the winners of that here soon as well. But stick with us here on Bokeh Mocha, and we're going to go right back here with Brooke for the next section. See you soon. Hi, welcome back to Bokeh Mocha. We're here with Brooke and Griff, who's behind the camera. Griff, you can go wave in front. There you are. So we've got a couple of different styles that we're going to do today. We're mainly going to be working on nature portrait shots. As we did before, our camera that we're going to be using, we can't use the back screen, so we have a second screen for us to use. So as we do this, you can actually see what we're looking at through our camera. In addition, most people will be taking pictures like this, which we normally would, But because you guys can't see that way, everything is going to be in a horizontal manner. So, Brooke, what I'd like you to do for your very first pose for today,
Yes.
we're going to have you just be nice and airy and whimsical to start with. Okay? I think that's something you're good with.
Try.
All right. And 1, 2, 3. You know you're supposed to smile too.
Why?
There you go. All right. So first the pictures here. As you can see, with our settings here, we have different setup. Whoops. So we have our 1/100th of a second for our shutter speed. This is to give us our lighting. Our aperture is set to a 5, so I can have this depth of field. As you can see, we have her, we have the trees, and we have the background all within our depth of field in focus. Our ISO is at 200 because, again, we are outside. Now, here's some really cool thing. We're going to have you do the same pose, but this time I'm going to have this set to 2.0 for our f-stop. And we're going to do a same picture. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, as you can see from this one, when we zoom in, the tree and Brooke are in focus, but the whole background is not. Now, this isn't our bokeh system. This is just an out-of-focus background. Now, if I come over here closer to Brooke with the same exact settings, you can tell I'm a photographer. I went right to the normal way I want to go. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to look straight into the camera lens. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see on here with a 2.0 aperture, the tree that's right behind Brooke is out of focus while Brooke stays in focus with all of the bokehing behind her on the far background. This is how you can be able to get your depth of field to work for you versus being able to try and fight it. Now, since the tree behind her is part of the subject, let's have you lean up against this tree. Just like that. As long as Griff can keep the filming when I drop the whole thing into the water, that would be the best part for an outtake. All right. Now,
I will be there to laugh.
Oh, of course you will. All right. And look, so you're going to tip your head up just a little bit, and you're going to look down at the lens. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, as you can see from this photo, we're now included the main tree within focus, while our second tree is out of focus, and then of course our bokeh of the background as well. Now to really get some cool view, if I can do this, Brooke, bear with me. When you have a lens like this, you set it to 14 millimeters. This is almost a wide angle lens. All right, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These get some, I'm going to show you this one because this one actually came up really nice. There you go. Okay, so same thing that we did with this. Brooke's in focus, the tree's in focus, the tree behind her is out, and the far background is bokeh out. Now, one of the nice things about using the outdoors is we can be able to show just our nature as well as being with the model. I think we're having problems switching over to camera. There it is. So one of the things that, oh my gosh!
Please don't fall. I will not be there to catch you. I'm sorry.
No. So one of the things that we want to work with as well is, you notice we weren't using the water on these photos. What I want you to do is we're going to have you sit down right here at the base of the tree. And I want you to look up at me. I'll move this over. And we'll switch back to our other camera here. And you're gonna look right up at me. Hey, let's have the audience be able to see it the right way. Okay. All right. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's bring that hair out just a little bit more.
That's more of it.
Perfect.
Don't worry.
Just like that. All right. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So without changing any of our settings, we just changed our background. So now what we've done is we've included the water and the reflections. But if we look at our reflections real fast, whoops, if I hit the right button, it'll help. Our reflections are out of focus, but not bokeh, because of the fact that the water is close to us for our point, but yet the bokeh comes from behind in the actual background. So these styles, and along with putting her, you can see the picture we have here for you, we put you in a rule of thirds. So one of the things we haven't talked about yet is the rule of thirds. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
Oh, if I can explain it, that's the hard part. I know rule of thirds as kind of like the grid on your camera, how you have the lines and then the lines. And you want to stay on the lines. You don't want to be in the middle unless you want, I guess, it depends because there's so many different rules. There's like the spiral, isn't there?
Yes, so that's the Fibonacci.
I couldn't even try to say that.
Yeah, I attempted it and I failed at it. Huh? Fibonacci. There we go.
Okay, I couldn't say that even if I tried. And I guess I don't know how to explain it. There's so many different ones. Like the spiral one is if you want to focus something right in the center.
Correct. And you leading lines into the spiral, correct.
And I think these are the leading lines.
They are leading lines, but they're not a spiral.
Yeah.
For you, what we did for the rule of thirds is exactly what you said. You break it up into lines of thirds. So an eye or the center of the person's body should be on that rule of third. When you're doing just a headshot, like you put one of the eyes on that rule of third line. For some cameras, they actually have the capability of having your grids on there. Being a photographer for almost 20 years, I just kind of, in my brain, have implemented that grid on my pictures. So there's a bunch of different ways you can pose a person. I also see there's a big spider web right here next to you.
I've been looking at it. I hate spiders.
So I'll have you come up so we can do a quick little nature thing to kind of show that. We're going to actually have you step out of the way. We're going to see if this camera will do it because it's supposed to. I'll try not to. I can't see with my camera.
Do you want me to hold anything?
Yeah, bring it all the way down here. Like, everyone's like, what spider web? I don't think I can with the... I can get the... There we go. And it goes back to focus. No, I can't get it on the stream here. That's the problem about being a photographer. We see things that we can't always get. That's good. Okay, another thing with leading lines is we have like the bridge and everything. So on our next segment, we're actually going to move over to the bridge. Okay. It's kind of interesting on how we're working with. I can see all of our cameras. There we go. Here's Griff. So we're going to work with our bridge shot on this next one with the leading lines, but we're actually going to go up to the bridge and take our pictures up there. Okay. Because on this episode, we're not just talking about how to get out in nature and do these shots. What can you do in your own backyard? And some people might not have a bridge in their backyard, but they do have a park that might have that bridge to work with. Yep. So hopefully, from Griff's camera, we can both see here, we're going to have both me and Brooke, as he turned away to the bridge, me and Brooke are going to go over to that bridge, and we're going to show you guys how to use the bridge leading lines on the next segment. And then after that is when we get to bring in our special guests and they get to get their reward. So
Yay.
We're excited. But with that, thank you guys for tuning into Bokeh Mocha. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the Bokeh Mocha podcast here at Frontier Park in Hays, Kansas. So Brooke and I are going to go along this bridge here and kind of show you how we can use a bridge for leading lines. We also have a waterfall that we have some sound coming from, so hopefully that's not going to be too effective when we get up on the bridge itself.
Yeah.
But up until that point, there might be some background there. And then, of course, towards the end of the segment, we're going to be introducing our lucky winners today. So,
yay! I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Find out who it is.
Exactly. Exactly. And again, for those of you who are on our videos right now, make sure you hit subscribe to our channel. And then anytime that we go out and do one of these live shoots or any of our other special events, we post it on there so you guys can come check us out. So first, we'll go ahead and go up to the bridge. So one of the things about using a bridge is they come with straight lines because we built it.
Yeah.
So we can use our leading lines in a way that you can't really do as much in nature, but you can with a straight line. So what we're going to have you do, we're going to count you down 5 rungs, 5 vertical rungs.
These? Okay.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. Exactly just like that. Bring this around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this leading line to Brooke. We'll push this where I need to go for a focal point. Now, as you can see from this leading line, we're using it on our rule of thirds, just like we talked about before. Now, my settings did change. I turned this into an f5.0 instead of a 2.0. So this way, on this picture, I get more of the bridge's rail in focus all the way across and all of the cascading trees. Now, what I want you to do, I'm gonna just like that. Perfect. And we're gonna come closer. So for those of you who don't know, this is zoom and walking is manual zoom. Get a little closer to Brooke here. Now for this one, switch this back. Now we go back to our aperture of a 2.0 and look right at the camera lens. We can go a little bit underexposed. Here we go. All right. So with this, as you can see by us going down to a 2.0, you can come take a look at this too. We've now created that our railing is out of focus, along with, there's a railing, along with our background is out of focus. Not quite bokeh yet, but yet we make sure to keep you in focus on that entire time. And your entire body is in focus by going to a 2.0.
I like that.
We have that leading line for it. Now, and we're going to go all the way down to where the bridge has its highest point in the crest.
Okay. Do you want help carrying anything
Nope.
so you don't trip on the...
I'm right here.
All right. Just like that.
Oh,
I knew it was going to pop off.
Just put it right back to your belt lip and it should be good. There you go.
I'm going to put it on the other. Maybe.
You hit it with your arm, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. So I put it around the other way.
Now, as you can see, as soon as we came up underneath the tree here, we got into a dark point, but Brooke is not. So, exactly that. I want your arms spread out, and you're going to kind of, there we go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, traditionally, a photographer wouldn't be using a 20 millimeter lens when doing this. They'd be using something more along the lines of a 55. But we're gonna work with that by me just walking forward and doing it again. Now we're out of the shade. We're back into sun. Our exposure goes back to the same pose one more time. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Can't hold my balance on the bridge.
especially when someone's doing this.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see from here, what we've done is we've created these leading lines to you, not just along the base of the bridge going, but using the rails. Now, because of the fact that we had you on the highest point of the bridge, it gives you this curve effect to it. Now we go back to this one, you can see the whole leading line curve that we have set for this. This gives you that draw. This is why photographers will use a 55mm lens, because we can still get more of the curve by being down low like that. But by walking, we then put us closer to it.
That's so cool.
Pretty neat, huh? All right, so one of the other things that we can all do, which is going to be really kind of cool, Brooke, we're going to have you come back down here to the end of the bridge.
Okay.
We're going to have you right here at this point.
Right here?
Right here. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to be here.
Okay.
I'm going to have you actually hold this camera really fast. Oh, good. They're going to get to see me on this. So what you're going to do, put one foot up here and just kind of lean over the bridge, and you're going to look down into the grass right over here. Because eventually I'm going to be down there and shooting up into this tree. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick that we have with that.
It sounds cool to me.
And Griff can join me down at the bottom too. All right. Just like that.
Hi.
Hello. You know, help me have this way. All right. Now, typically all of this would be done in a vertical mode again, but for today we're going to do everything in horizontal. All right. Now, as those who are on here can see, my overexposure, or my exposure bar is telling me that I am almost a full stop overexposed. That is because the clouds are making my overexposure. If we look at Brooke, Brooke's face is exposed. If I make it fully exposed, now all of a sudden she is really dark. So you want to always watch on your camera itself to be able to look at what your subject is. And if you can, try not to get any overexposure on any part of your image. I'm going to show you two parts. So we have this part first. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, we're going to have you stay in the same position, but we're going to turn towards in here. We're going to show you a little difference just by moving over just a little bit. Our exposure is now more accurate. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. And I need you to kind of come out a little bit more from here. There we go. Because we couldn't see that beautiful smile of yours. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. As I almost lose that. So, if you want to come down and join us down here.
Yes.
It's kind of different being able to do a view. You're still on camera. Griff's like, oh, I'm off duty now. So it's kind of different to be able to do the views out in the real world for doing a podcast, but at the same time, it gives a different perspective of what we have. I think Abigail's on camera now too. All right. So we'll come over here. There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Bokeh Mocha, but we do have one more thing to do on this episode here.
Yes.
We have some winners who took part in our Facebook contest today, Facebook and YouTube. Anybody who is subscribed to us got a notification that we posted a video last night and this morning, and they have something that they have to say to us, and they can go get a prize, but they, you want to introduce them? I think you know them, right?
Yes. The winners are Claire and Steven.
So come on over here. So on our Facebook video that we had today, we have a phrase that we need you guys to say. So on camera, what's our phrase?
Keep shooting and keep sharing.
That's correct. Well, congratulations to the both of you. You guys earned a $50 gift certificate to Christopher's Creations. This is good to any services that Christopher's Creations offers here in Hays, Kansas.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
So,
thank you so much.
thank you guys for watching with us. And thank you guys for watching. And until next time, keep shooting, keep sharing. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bokeh Mocha. We do have a little bit of an extra for you today. After we closed all the cameras off and packed up and started moving away from this part of the creek, we actually had a blue heron land and catch a fish. Both myself and Griff grabbed our cameras real quick, and we were both able to capture a couple of the images that we have showing right now. These were taken just with our equipment that we had on hand. So I hope you guys enjoy these snapshots that we weren't even expecting. As we talked about before, nature doesn't really wait for us to have the cameras that we want out. So we just grabbed what we had and went with it, and we got some pretty cool shots from it. So thank you guys again so much for listening. Please subscribe so we can be able to get more images out there for you guys and more episodes to you. And thank you guys again. Until next time, keep shooting and keep sharing.